Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Finally got my power on. No more generator as of yesterday. Finally. So I want to let everybody know I'm back to normal now. Full power, no generator. And I think there's like 600 people left with no power in Bermuda. So they did a good job. We lost power on Friday. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? Or Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So 5 days. I mean, they should be restoring power to the places, the people that don't have power. Like they got hit pretty bad, so they got to do more stuff. But yeah, we're good to go. Marky's got his power back. So yeah, just want to let everybody know I'm back on that. I'm back on power, regular power, no more generator. God is great. No major damage to me. My mom and dad's house, the ceiling in the kitchen, a piece of it fell down through a leak that was in the roof, but I fixed it yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I fixed it. And yeah, it was a pretty big crack. I fixed it. A part of the ceiling came down, not all of it, but just a little piece. Thank God it didn't hit them. But yeah, God is great, man. God finds a way to, and Spirit finds a way to maneuver things to make it better. It just all adds up. It's crazy. Crazy, but if you believe, you shall receive, like I always say. So I always pray every day, and it always works out. Having elderly parents is a pain in the ass, but they're good. I think there's like not too much people left without power, so it's okay. Let me see what the update is. Some people will never go check the update after they're finished anyway. They could care less. But me, I always like to make sure like, they're okay. Um, Let's see what the new update is. As of 2 o'clock today, there is 690 customers without electricity. So that's not bad. Yesterday when I got my electricity, it was still like almost 2,000 people. So every day, yeah, see, they said the last 6 hours, 954 customers have been restored. So there's only 600 people, 700 people left. So that's not bad. They're doing a good job. But still, there's ungrateful people out there who think they should get their power back on like right away after a hurricane. Like they're like kind of stupid. Well, not kind of, they are. But yeah, that's how people are. A lot of ungrateful people. When you deal with hurricanes and you get your power back right away, you're lucky. If you don't, you just got to be patient. And don't be an idiot. You get a generator. But some people really don't care. It's sad. Thank you, Philomena. But, the generation of today, sometimes they are very ungrateful to understand life and how it works. And 50 years ago, it wasn't the same. Everything's changed, but it doesn't mean that you get back your power after a major hurricane within 2-3 days. It don't work that way. I wish it would, but majority of the times it doesn't. You have to be very patient because people have to work and they got to put electrical poles back. A lot of the power now is underground anyway, so a lot of people, like my estate where I live in, my neighborhood is all underground. But we didn't have electricity, not because of that. It was because of like the poles on the outskirts were messed up, so they couldn't turn us on. But I was 4 days without power. Like Tuesday at 12 o'clock, I got power back. So 3.5 days with no electricity. But I had a generator, so it's not the same, but at least we had something. So a generator is better than nothing. You can ask your question when you're ready, Philomena. So yeah, all's good. Electricity's back on. Internet's working. Everybody's safe. Hey Ruth, how you doing? My family's all good. Didn't no major damage. My brother actually got his electricity last night at 10:30. So he was the last one in my family to get electricity. I got mine at lunchtime yesterday, and my brother got his at 10:30. So my whole family has electricity now. So that's good. Yeah, Ruth, I came on early today because I started work at 8 o'clock this morning. So I got everything done, took a swim in the pool, and good to go. Oh, hey, Tanya. I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks, Ruth. Ruth, I'm good. Yeah, it was a tough time, but it's cool. Like, I've been through worse. The hurricane wasn't like super bad. It was just like, it was bad enough. But when you lose power, it's always bad. But it's like I'm used to it. I'm used to like weeks without power and not even getting showers and shit like that. Like getting water out of the tank and just like having a simple bath or something like that. Like people in my generation know that, but this generation, like, oh my God, I'm going to a hotel, poor little things. They don't know. No, I've been in the Army for 3 years, so I know what it's like. How you doing, Dan? You good? Yeah, family's okay. Everybody's good. Hey, Justin. All right, so Philomena, you said, what are Jesus, Lena, work intentions for me? All right, let's check. Hey, Dan, that's how it goes, bro. Oh, okay. Philomena, this person has very good intentions towards you. This person is a person that is full of free will, They have a lot of confidence. They're a good person. Um, they use their ingenuity to do things, and I think they're very handy and crafty. They can be tricky, so they might. Uh, they're a decent person, but if you trick them, they'll trick you back. Like they'll know how to deal with you if you deal with them in the wrong way. They treat you according to how you treat them. So this is like a person. The magician to me is a person who is like, you trick me, I'll trick you. You do it, you diss me, I'll diss you. Like, so they'll wait for you to do something and they'll do something back to you. But this person, their intentions towards you is very good. They want to work with you. They find you somebody that is, secure. They find things between you and them. They want to make things peaceful between you and them. Um, and they want to create some type of union, some type of bond between you and them. I got all good cards here, Philomena. So this person seems like a very good person. Um, I also see like this person has like prosperity. They got money and they could be very spiritual as well. So they're like calm and they're cool and they're nice and their intentions are good too. So like I said, the only thing that you have to watch out for is, you do bad to me, I'm gonna do bad to you. So you treat them good, they'll treat you good. That's how it's gonna go with this person. But I do see like you guys communicating, being very peaceful, working on new things, working together. If this person is out to teach you things, then they will teach you stuff and they'll do things to do that. Yes, and they are interested in you. Yes, yeah, romantically. Yes, I got the Four of Wands at the very end. So this person is romantically attracted to you. They want to try and work their way in, but they're gonna like work with you to see if they can like get a better, feel of you. So yes, Four of Wands is at the end here is romantic feelings. They like you. They feel some type of way towards you. Yes. So I got all good things here. This person could have had a breakup recently too, and they're like ready to be back on the market. So yes, he is interested in you in all ways. So romantically, work wise, they want to teach you things. They want to like make sure you're okay at work and things like that. They could possibly like making life better for you at work. So I got all positive things from this person. All positive. Dan Tanya took it all for herself. She didn't leave nothing behind. So yeah, all's good. The hurricanes actually still exist. It's like it's not a hurricane, but it's like a tropical storm. It's going towards Ireland now. That fucker ain't died yet. It's still gonna like the remnants of it. And the Atlantic is no hurricanes, no storms, no nothing. It's completely dead. They said it's unusual for like nothing to be brewing right now. And I'm like, that's because they got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Because that's like a record to me for a hurricane to come here in August. This is like way too early. We never get hurricanes this early. So for that thing to come early, it must have said, yeah, you guys don't form and don't go towards Bermuda Triangle because I got lost over there. Lobster's next 10 days, Dan. 10 more days. Let me see, 21st. Yeah, 10 more days. Not next Monday, but the Monday after, we'll have lobsters officially, September 1st. I can't wait. 10 more days and I'll be munching on a lobster. Don't worry, I'll show you guys. I always post it up. Yeah, I saw you put up a live video the other day or yesterday or something like that. But yeah, I just got my power back and I had to do like a lot of work. Yeah, Justin, I am lucky to live here, that's for sure, and eat nice lobsters, So the only bad thing that happened during the hurricane was my parents' house is old and the roof leaked, and it leaked into the kitchen, and a part of the drywall came down. Thank God it didn't come down on top of my parents, because it was pretty heavy from all the rain, and the actual ceiling like came down like about a 5 by 8 piece. Well, actually, half of that came down, and then we had to take the rest of it down. But a big piece, like it hit the fan, and the fan diverted it to the ground, and it absolutely missed everything. It was like spirit grabbed it and like, no, no, it's gonna come over here. It didn't break anything. It didn't affect anything. It's so crazy how a ceiling falls and didn't break anything. It didn't even break the fan. So I went down there. My brother and I and my nephew, we went down there and helped my parents clean it all up. And yeah. So now I went today. I cut the grass at my mom and dad's, and all the debris. I helped clean up the yard. It was a mess, because the hurricane destroys all the trees, and man, I bust my ass all day today. I'm looking at my face; it's all red. I'm all got a red nose and a red forehead. But yeah, I went down there and had to clean everything up. Yeah, my back's pretty good. Crazily enough, my back's been good. I've been going on walks late at night with my dog, and she started limping, so I stopped taking her. So my nephew and I, during when we didn't have any power and we were on the generator, we were bored. We had no internet. So Sunday and Monday we went for walks. So when I went for those walks those 2 days and today, my back feels good. So it's cool. I've been pacing myself. I had to do all that stuff to my parents' yard and my yard. Everybody's yard is a fucking mess. There's like I called my pool guy friend, the guy that does my pool that in the pool, he's like the owner. I called him yesterday and said, "Hey, look, I know you guys ain't coming till Thursday, and I'm sure you're probably like swamped with work, but I'm gonna vacuum the pool myself." So I vacuumed the pool myself, and I went for a swim yesterday and today. I can't wait for that shit. I gotta vacuum that shit now. So I cleaned the pool all up yesterday. Hey, Miss Al Scott, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm just telling everybody about the hurricane that passed by here Friday and Saturday of last week. So, and got my power back yesterday. I actually got internet on Sunday, so that was good. I've been on generator power for 3.5 days, but finally got power back yesterday. And my brother got his power back last night, so my whole family's back on. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Yeah, my family's okay. Just the only damage my family had was my parents' house. The ceiling in the kitchen came down a bit. A part of it like fell, but I'm gonna fix it. I called my friend, and he's gonna fix it next week because he's very busy. Everybody's busy, really. I've been busy all week. None of my clients have called me, thank God. So I guess that's because I do everything at their house, good. So my parents' house is old. It had a leak in the roof, and the water went through and like messed up the ceiling, and a piece of the ceiling came down. But it's nothing major. It's nothing like, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. It's fine. So I'm going to start working on that probably tomorrow because the guy's coming next week to plaster it. Because our ceilings here are not drywall. We have it's called rock loft. It's like drywall, and then you actually plaster it with mortar and cement. So it's actually called gypsum. It's like you put the drywall stuff up first instead of like mudding it. You use mortar. So yeah, I booked him in for next week, And so I got like a whole week to get it prepared. So I got a lot of work to do. I've been very busy. I fixed a crack on the roof yesterday, and I went to my parents' house today again this morning to take all the leaves, the trees that were broken, leaves everywhere. Man, it was a fucking pain in the ass. I'm busted, man. I then I came home and I did my yard. I cut my grass. It was windy as hell. All the like grass was going in the pool. Oh man, it was like a pain in the ass. So everything's fine. And on a positive note, everybody's safe, everybody's happy, everybody's got their power. No serious things happen. And I got my car. My car went in on Monday. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, already. This week's flying by already. Monday morning, I took my car in, and they put all the new parts on my car. I got it back Monday afternoon, and honestly, it feels brand new. I'm so happy. I spent a lot of money on that damn car just now, but it feels brand new. I got new shocks, new struts. I got a new muffler, so you don't even hear that. Like the car is nice and quiet. I got a new gear shift, so when I shift my gears, it's nice and smooth. It's just like how like brand new. And the shifter is like higher, so it's nice for me. It's easier for me to shift. So everything's, and I got new tires. I got new everything. The car is running amazing. It's so nice. And I've been driving it, and it feels so good. And you go over bumps, you don't hear no clang clang clang, all this shit. So yeah, Tanya, it's good. I'm so glad my car's fixed. Everything's done. So it's all good. I'm happy. Even though I paid a lot of shit for it, but hey, Paris, I'm doing good. How are you? You lost service. Did the car get caught in the flood? No, my car was fine. It's just old. It's 16 years old, and it needed like a new muffler, like and some other parts, the gears, the gear shifter, and all that stuff. So I finally got everything done all in one day. I was shocked, and paid a couple $1,000s for it, but it was well worth it. Um, the car is like brand new. It's so nice. It's so nice not listening to that shitty muffler, the noise, the gears. I couldn't shift the gears properly. So now it's like, I'm like, yeah. I like when I left there, I put it to the test. I shouldn't have speed, but I was on. It's like a big long stretch, and I was like, I shifted right up into the fourth gear. So when I got home, I was like, yeah, my NASCAR is fine now. Yeah, I got all the parts that I needed, I got, and the car is running great. So it's a lot of good things are happening, thank God. Your spirit's always finding a way to take care of me because I take care of a lot of people. I do a lot for a lot of people, and I never ask for rewards. I just ask for my health and strength to help people. That's all. Like I don't care about $1 million or stupid shit like that. I know I have like a million hats and clothes and shit, but that's all because of my hard-earned money. But my dog's fine. She's right here. She's sprawled out on my tile. She was a very very good girl. This was her best hurricane yet. She's used to it. See, like she's smart. She sees me put up all the hurricane shutters and all the hurricane prep, and then she dogs are smart. They sense like bad weather. So she wasn't scared. She went out there and she did what she had to do. Like, she was very good. I was very shocked and happy with her. She's 10 years old, so she knows she's been through at least 4 or 5 hurricanes now in the last 10 years. We've had at least 4 to 5 bad hurricanes in the past 10 years. So in her lifetime, she knows what that is. So she's good. She was a very good girl. I gave her some nice treats and made sure she was okay. I washed her bed yesterday, and she's been snoring all damn day. Yeah. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? All right? Yeah, exactly. It always comes back around, you know. I try to be a very good person, even though I know I'm not perfect and nobody is. I do things that I know I shouldn't do sometimes, like hand gestures to people that I don't like. But I'm only telling them that they're number one, you know, number one idiot. So yeah. Otherwise, that everything's good. Everything's okay. I'm back to normal now. I'm just happy that everything's okay. I just wish that I could work less. But when you have a hurricane, you work double. You have to clean everything. You have to wash everything because it's got all the salt water all over it. Because I live right by the ocean. So does my parents. Everybody lives next to the ocean, really. Not everybody, but majority do. Yeah, Miss L. Scott, I give them the number one. When I give somebody the finger, I'm just telling them that they're number one. I saw my ex brother in law in his car yesterday, and I told him that he was number one. Every time I see him, I just stick my middle finger up to him in the car. When I drive by him, see here in Bermuda, it's only 2-lane traffic. So if I see him coming, I'll give him the finger because I hate him. I shouldn't do it. It's childish and it's dumb, but I just feel like I have to do it. Sometimes it's a habit I have. It's a natural, instinct. Yeah, I say it both of them for Dan. I want him to be, double. I want him to be. I want him to know he's number one and number two. Yeah, so yeah, we are. We're human. Yeah, exactly. We all do it. You get mad because I can't stand my brother-in-law because he's done a lot of bad things to me, my sister, and the kids. So, like, when I see him here in Bermuda, you see everybody all the time. And this week, I've seen so many people I haven't seen in years. And yesterday, I saw him and his sister, and I gave them both the finger for what they've done. They've disrespected my family a lot. But when they see me, they don't give me the finger back, because they know I'll turn around and chase them. They just take the finger and just go about their business. They're like, yeah, I deserve that. But it's funny though, because I saw an old friend of mine at the paint shop yesterday, and he told me some information about my ex brother-in-law that I didn't know. And when I told my sister, we just had a good laugh. We were like, see, he's getting karma every day for all his bullshit. He's living a bad life. When you leave a good woman and your kids, even in the Bible it says, like, a man that leaves his wife and kids and his home and goes to another woman, you're already going to hell. You just don't know it yet. And you get karma for that because God don't want that. That's not what he made us for. A man's supposed to take care of his children and his wife. A man's supposed to be a fucking man. Yeah, he's more than a piece of work. He's a piece of shit. But yeah. So yeah, I gave him the finger yesterday. I always do. Every time I see him, I either shout something out to him if he can hear me, or I'll just tell him he's number one. He can't beat me anyway. That's why he won't do anything. So, yeah. I feel like, as like Jocelyn says, we're human, so we have human reactions. We do things like that, and I shouldn't do it because I'm old enough to, like, not give it my energy. But sometimes I just want to let him know that I hate him. But yeah, that's all good though. It's nice to be on here this time of day. I'm usually not on here during the day, but I said, let me come on here and let everybody know because everybody's been kind of worried about me because they haven't seen me and haven't heard from me. So I'm letting everybody know I got my power back. Bermuda's okay. It's nice and sunny here, hot. The weather's good. There's like 700 people left with no power out of 65,000 people. So they did a good job in 5 days, 4 days technically. So a lot of people have been on Facebook and complaining. I can't believe I haven't got my power back. Wah, wah. This one woman said, "Oh, another miserable night with 2 miserable kids and no sleep. Oh, poor baby." I wanted to write on there, "How old are you, woman?" Like, anybody who's my age and went through the worst hurricanes in this island's history will know you ain't getting no power back in 3 to 4 or 5 days. It's more like 3 to 4 to 5 weeks back then. You should be grateful that your house isn't flattened like most places in the world, because we have concrete houses here. It's hard for a hurricane to destroy a house here, which has never really happened, thank God. But like we're hurricane proof over here, like pretty much. It has to be like a hurricane, like a category 5, you know. It has to be like a category 5 for like a whole 3 days in order to destroy this island. Because we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot of major hurricanes, but it's destroyed a lot of things. But it doesn't flatten the houses and people are homeless and shit like that. Thank God. But yeah, it's people are complaining on the internet and it's been pissing me off. So I just don't even respond. I don't even look at it. I just scroll through it. I'm like, you people are so ungrateful. Like if you get your power back within a couple days, you should be the luckiest and happiest person ever. And in this day and age, in 2024, you should have a generator. You live in a country that will lose power during a hurricane, is guaranteed. So stop painting your nails and getting fake eyelashes and fake eyebrows and fake ass tits and asses and go spend those thousands of dollars on a generator so that way you can wake up and paint your face. And that's what I want to tell some of those stupid women, that if you spent less money on your face and your hair, then you can go buy a generator, sweetheart, and you won't have to worry about a damn thing. But no, you're stupid and you live amongst your means. And I wanted to write that on there. And I said, no, Mark, don't give it your energy because these people are just stupid. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dan. That's what I say. Yes, Justin, I'm happy to, that everything's okay. But yeah, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of stupid people out there, men and women. But like this woman, like I can see from her profile picture that she just cares about her face and doesn't care about getting a generator. She wants the men to put her electricity back on. Like, she was one of these feminist weirdos that you have out in this stupid world now. Then I felt like writing to her. Nobody really paid her any mind. But, people were like, be patient. And she was like, how can I be patient? I got 2 kids. Well, then you shouldn't have had kids, dumbass. Like, stop complaining. Like, haven't you seen the rest of this world go through hurricanes and don't have nothing? People completely lose like their whole house. You still got a house to go live in. So what is your problem? Thanks for the super chat, Ruth. All right, let's check. Let's see. So yeah, obviously we're gonna have stupid people say stupid things during a hurricane, and I just stopped looking at it. I just stopped reading it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave these people alone. I'm not gonna respond because they're never gonna learn. They don't understand because they're not old enough. But whatever. People should be very grateful to have life and to be healthy, like electricity and internet. All that stuff, we didn't have that 40 years ago, 30 years ago. That shit didn't exist. So that's why the world was better back then. Oh, I'm sure she would have flipped. That's why I was thinking it in my mind. And I was like, yeah, you should spend less money on yourself and go buy a generator. You know? Like if you know Bermuda loses power during hurricanes and you want power so bad, then go get a power source, go get a generator, because that's what we did. We invested a lot of money into a really good generator, you know? So that's why some of these people need to like live in reality and live in the army like I did for 3 years. And when we guys went on weekends, we didn't have no power. We had to find a way. You know, there was like days we didn't have a bath and a shower, all crusty and smelly and shitty. Like and you know, gotta wipe my ass with fucking tree leaves. Like, go try that, sweetheart. You know, why don't you go to the army? You know, you think you're so great and wonderful, you have to have power. Stupid hope. You know, some people like they don't think before they write something in the comments. They just like they either one, they're stupid, or two, they just want attention. They want to see if anybody else is as dumb as them. Yeah, sweetheart, I know how you feel. Oh my God. I can't put on my face today. Yeah, I'll be on later on. Miss L. Scott. Sure. I'll be on. Like it's 6:47 p.m. here. I'll probably be on like maybe 10 o'clock. Like maybe 3 hours from now. Yeah, like 3 hours from now, 10 o'clock, I'll be on. I just came on really not to really do too much. I just came on to say hi to everybody and just let everybody know I'm back on, you know, regular power now. But I'll be back later because everybody usually comes on, you know, over here at night. I'm early today. Hell no. No. And you know what, Ruth? I could have rented my generator. I have two generators. I have one here at the house, and I gave my old generator to my parents. But my parents got their electricity the next day. So they got lucky. They were the first ones. They're usually like, you know, not getting their power, right? So I had a spare generator and I offered it to my neighbor, but he had one. And my other neighbor was away. So I didn't, you know, I could have gave it to somebody else. And nobody in my family needed it because we all have generators. I could have rented my generator. But I was like, I ain't gonna put this shit on there because then like 50 people are gonna show up to my house and be like, I want it. You know, I'm like, no. That's cool. I'll just rent it to I'll give it to my family members, but not nobody on the outside. My neighbor, I would have gave it to him, but he had one. So it was cool. All right. So what I'm getting here, Ruth, is your boyfriend has deep emotional love feelings for you. The problem is he thinks that he's ineffective. Like he thinks he feels weak. He feels like he can't control himself. He might be jealous when other men talk to you, or he might feel or might have jealousy feelings about you. Maybe you have a better life than he does, or something like that, or vice versa. I also feel like he's mentally drained, like he's like secluded in his own mind. But I don't see him like mad at you or anything like that. I just think that he feels like the love and he does like want you. But I feel like himself, if another thing I feel here is if he has like a dad around him, like a father or a brother, that person might be influencing him not to do too much with you. Like they might be wanting like a woman hater, or like, you know, don't give Ruth too much, you know, don't give these women nothing, you know, and putting that shit in his head, like, you know. I think somebody's mentally draining him, and I don't feel it's you. I mean, I know you're a pain in the ass too, like, 'cause, but I don't get a woman here that's giving him a hard time. I don't get that you're giving him a hard time. I think there's another man that influences him and his decisions. Or like, or he might like have a shitty boss where the boss aggravates him all day and like he's like, you know what, man, I just need some time for myself, like. But I got the Ace of Swords at the very end, and that tells me that like he wants to keep being with you and he wants to keep things together because he has those deep emotional feelings for you of love. But he like, I don't know, maybe you have to like, what is his sign? Then I can explain it a little bit more. But I know you're a Cancer, so dealing with Cancer women is like, yeah. But I know you're a good person, Ruth. Oh yeah, see, there you go then. Yeah. Oh, he's a Cancer too. Oh, holy shit! No wonder. No wonder. That explains everything. See, because most Cancer men, they get emotionally drained. They suffer from depression when they have like a bad thing happen to them, or they think that the world's always against them, or they've had like bad luck and nobody can change it, and they'll always dwell on the past. If he's the type of person to keep talking about his past, then that's not going to go away. Like he's going to continue to. He'll have his moments, but I don't see him like wanting to break up with you or leave you or something like that. I just think that he's like his character is not like I'm gonna grab Ruth and I'm gonna spin her upside down and rock her world and I'm gonna hold her hand and take her to the beach or I'm gonna like take control of this whole relationship. He's not gonna do that. At least not right now. Like I don't get that. I don't get that he's like a man with like big balls. He's just a man who's just goes with the flow. You say something, he'll say something. That type of energy I have here. A lot of thinking. He's thinking too much. He needs to like seclude himself from some of the people he deals with. So if he's drained at work, then his work is really his boss. If his boss is a man, that man is driving him crazy. And sometimes like your job will overrun your whole life. It'll affect your relationship. But to answer your question, he doesn't feel bad about your relationship. He actually loves you and he actually has emotional feelings for you. That Ace of Swords says that he wants to keep things together. But there's a man that's aggravating him. That's like getting in his way and making him feel how you don't want him to feel. So if he's not giving you like a lot of affection or a lot of time, it's because his job and the past and things like that. But he's not a bad person. I don't see. But he does care about you. Well, it all depends. You gotta ask for it. You gotta say, you better put that thing on me, man. Come on. Well, see, I got the Ace of Swords again on there in the bottom, but I don't think you can improve it because you can't change a person, you know? Like to me, I've always told people that all my life. You can't change that guy unless he wants to change. And that's the worst thing you could do. Improve, yes, you can improve it by communicating, is to me is the best thing is communication. But if there is no communication and very limited, then there's no way you can improve it. And if you're not getting no D, then it's time to detach and distract yourself to something else. No D equals no good. I see a lot of past things affecting this situation. Like I said, I think he's worried and concerned. I think he's worried that you're gonna leave him, and that's gonna make things even worse. But I'm not really getting nothing positive on him. Like I don't really get like I'm not getting he's a bad person. I just think he's like you said here, he's recovering from depression. He's had bad past relationships. He's drained from work. So you're a woman, you're in a relationship with this guy, right? So you got to ask yourself, how did you get to this relationship with this person? You know, that's what you have to ask yourself. And was it ever good? Was it ever progressive? And you got to go back to those times where things were progressive and what did you do and how you were doing it. Because some men can't do two things at once. They can't do their job and love their woman at the same time. It's one or the other. When the job's all right, they'll come home happy and take care of the woman. See, a lot of men ain't like me or like a lot of other people. They can't do multiple things. And there's some dumb women that do that too. So people are people, they you can't change them. You can't sit there and shake them and say, hey, look, you better give me some D and treat me better, or else I'm leaving. And then he'll probably do it for like a week or two, and then that's it. He'll go back to shit again. So you got to ask yourself, are you getting what you want? If you're not, you need to tell it. Look, this relationship, it don't mean nothing to me if you're not gonna like do shit for me. Pretty much. I told a lot of people on here in the past that a lot of women have to take the man by the hand and say, come here, sweetheart, come on. Let me show you what I want, how I want it, what I want you to do. Some women have to tell the man what to do. And if you feel like you have to tell him what to do or take control to get what you want out of it, then do it. Hell yeah. Number one thing is communication. If you don't communicate with me, then we're not going to go anywhere. We have to communicate. And I'm not talking about like every day text me 5 minutes. No. I'm talking about like communicate about us, and each other and things like that. But unfortunately, there's a lot of dumb people out there that don't even know what to do. But if you need to take control, then maybe you do. Sometimes a woman has to wear the pants because the man is just not doing his thing. And some men who do take control, no, they're not like me. I'm the real deal. That's why I don't have a woman, because they can't handle a real man. Most women like fake ass men, or a man that's just gonna buy them shit all day, and that ain't me. I ain't buying you shit. Anything I'm buying you is dinner when we go out on our dates. I'll buy it and you buy it. And if money and buying things for you becomes a problem, then you're not worth my time or my energy or my money. Fuck that. Ain't no woman taking shit from me. No. We got to do things together. But this day and age, a lot of women just want a man for what he has. And vice versa, don't get me wrong. Self-promoting? No, I'm just self-praising. It's a difference. I'm definitely not promoting for a relationship because I could care less if I have one. Been there, done that. I'm one of the smart men in the world where I know what I want. And if I don't have what I want, then I don't want it. Because I don't need a woman. I want a woman. And nobody in here needs a man either. You want a man, but you don't need one. And I don't need a woman, but I want one. There's a difference. Some people need them because they need somebody to do shit for them, but not me. I can wash my own clothes. I can cook my own food. I can wipe my own ass. I can do everything that a woman could do for me. I can do it myself, except for, the sexual things, obviously. And there's alternatives if you need be. But you know what I mean. I'm getting to the point. Yeah, it's true. I've learned that throughout my life. I've learned that I don't want a relationship if it's not a two-way street. It has to be both. You better be, Yeah, I don't need coochie. I want coochie. See, I want a coochie. It would be nice to have sex, but I want to have sex with a woman that I love and I care about and I emotionally feel for her. I don't just want to hoe and say, here you go, here's $100, get on your knees. Or here's $200, can I have sex with you? That's easy. Anybody can do that. A woman can do it too. But I don't want that. That's dumb. And that's like not a way of living for me. I have to like emotionally love the person in order to have sex with them. And sex isn't everything. Sex gets you in trouble. Sex gets you STDs and unwanted children that you're going to have with somebody that, not unwanted children, a good child with unwanted baby mamas and daddies. There's a lot of people that make mistakes on who they have kids with, but the kid's never in fault. So I rephrase that. Unwanted baby daddies and mommies. But the child has no fault in anything because you made them. So yeah. You know what I mean. Yeah, Jocelyn, I think I do give good advice on here, but some people don't want to hear it. Some people get offended with my analogy of relationships because a lot of people are like a lot of people want a relationship, a lot of people need a relationship, and a lot of people are desperate for a relationship. There's a difference. I'm none of the three. I'm happy being by myself. I'm happy being me. I'm happy to like, be okay. If I find somebody and I fall in love with them and, I marry them or whatever, that's great. But if God wants to give me that, I'll be grateful for it. But if not, it's cool. I don't really care. I'm not one of those people who need somebody. Because I find that every time I have like somebody in my, in my energy, they can't handle me. They can't handle like me being real and being honest. They don't like that. Some women look at me like, yeah, fuck this guy. No way. Not literally, but yeah, they're like, no thanks. This guy's too much. I've even had a woman tell me to my face that, um, I don't know why you want me to be with you if you have everything. That's what she said to me. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, because I have everything that I need in my life doesn't mean, but I don't have, a woman and a relationship. That's something I want. So you can give me that. I don't need you to give me things. I have my own shit. All I want is your heart, love, be companions. People don't understand that. They're like, people are stupid. They don't know. That's why a lot of people left the room already because they don't want to hear me. See, I just proved my point. Half the people are gone there. They're like, yeah, fuck you, Mark. I'm not listening to this shit. You're right, but I hate when you say it. But you know what? I'm not perfect and nobody is. And I'm not here to like tell you what to do or tell you how you live your life. You want to be with somebody, go right ahead. It's never going to be perfect. And I'm not looking for a perfect person. I'm looking for a person that genuinely tells the truth. If you can tell me the truth and prove it, I'll be happy. That's the only thing I really want is a truthful person, an honest person that's going to tell me the truth every day. That's it. If you're honest, I will love you. You know that saying, the truth will set you free? And you tell me the truth and you prove that you're telling the truth, and I don't doubt you anytime for like a year or two, and you show me like trust and honesty, and I show you the same, That's the bond that I'm looking for. I'm looking for honesty. You don't have to lie. Don't ever lie to me, because then we're not going to work. Because that one lie is going to affect the way I look at you. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's probably why most people don't want to listen to me or talk or be with me. Because they're like, fuck, if I lie to Mark, it's over. So then don't fucking lie. Don't lie to me, and then we're good. Because lying is bad. Lying is a sin. Lying is fucking the worst thing you can do in your life is lie. Don't lie. If you lie, it's for a surprise. Like Dan, like for instance, I'll use Dan because he's still here. So if I want to surprise Dan for his birthday party and I'm his brother or something like, or I'm his best friend, I'm gonna say, hey Dan, come to my place, man. You know, we're gonna watch the game tonight. You know, and yeah, so he's gonna be like, okay, cool. But I had to lie to him to tell him to come to my place, and he's gonna have a surprise party. So when he goes to my apartment or house, everybody's gonna be there and go surprise, you know, and everybody that's there, everybody that's there is gonna lie to him and tell him that they're going somewhere else too. But that's a good lie. That's a lie to bring you to happiness. That's not a lie saying, oh, where were you tonight? Oh, I was at Mark's house. When you weren't, you was at Ruth's house, and you were with her doing something you shouldn't have done, right? That's the difference between lying. Well, the thing is, most people that I date don't know that I'm a psychic, and I don't have to use my psychic abilities to know you're lying. I'm gonna catch you in your lies. So that's the worst part, is I catch people lying. I don't have to shuffle my cards. I know what you mean though. But like it's worse when you date a psychic, because then they'll definitely know. Or they'll find out. Like I always say, don't make me find out. Yeah, me too. Jocelyn, I can't stand liars and thieves, man. Liars are just honestly, I've been lied to so much in my life that's why I have a problem with people. Because if I can't trust you, I can't love you. I can't. If you lie to me, then I'm never gonna trust you. Never. So, you know. Saying little lies like I just said about stupid shit like that, or if somebody I don't like says to me, hey Mark, how's it going, man? How's work? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, work's good. And if work is really bad, I'm not gonna tell them. I'm gonna lie to them because they don't need to know my life. They're nosy or they're pokey. There's different lies, you know what I mean? You can tell. There's lies that you can tell so nobody won't know your business because they don't deserve to know your business. So I'm gonna lie to them, or I'm gonna tell them the truth anyway. And you don't have to know anything anyway. But I'm talking about relationship. I'm not gonna lie to my woman ever. I want her to like trust me 100%. So if I don't answer my phone because I'm in like a basement or something, and she's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, he's not answering his phone. He always answers. I'm worried he might be cheating on me," because that's the first thing that's gonna go through your little beady mind. But then if you know how I am, then you're never gonna like do that, you know. So that's the difference. But you live and learn, and I know a lot of people that lied and cheated and they've changed, and people that made life better for themselves and made life better between them and somebody or whatever. And nobody's perfect, so we can't live in a perfect world. It's not going to happen. you know that's just the way it is. It's life. You're always going to get lied to. You're always going to have something happen where you're going to be like, and even when you don't have somebody that doesn't lie, they still like are grimy or like they're weird, or it's different things. Like there's so many relationships have so many like things that uh is different. Like even if the person never lies to you ever, but they like treat you like shit. You know what I mean? So All right, Dan. Yeah, everything's better. Everything's good. All is good. Even though it's the retrograde, I lost a lot of trees and shit. I lost my privacy around here. So I can be naked on my porch when I come out of the pool. I gotta like come inside now because I don't know who's watching me. But my trees were nice, but the hurricane, that fucker took all the leaves. He left my trees naked, so now I can't be naked outside. Because when I come out of the pool, I stand on my porch and I take off my wet clothes because I don't want to drag it inside. And I had all these trees around so nobody could see me. Now I can't do it because I might scare somebody, or somebody's wife might be like, "Oh shit." Let me go visit Mark. Yeah, there's no widows over here. There's no widows. Everybody's with somebody, but there's wandering eyes. But I have like a clothesline here, and I put like a sheet there so like nobody could see me. I don't want to scare nobody. They might see something that. You know. Yeah, I swim at night. I swim all during the day, but nobody can really see me because I have like a fence and all that. You know, but it's kind of annoying though. You like because when all the trees were nice and full, it felt more private and more secure. But now everything's like ripped apart. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay. It'll all grow back. Ah, nah. As long as I don't like run around, I probably won't get in trouble. I'm not in public. I'm in my own yard. I don't think it's an offense. I never. I know I won't do it. That's for sure. I don't get drunk or nothing like that. I ain't that stupid. I don't want nobody see me anyway. They might get scared. Poor things. But yeah, that's the only downfall. Is like it sucks. It's no all the trees over here and over here. It's like it's all like no hardly any leaves left, and a lot of trees broke. A lot of trees are missing. So it was pretty annoying. Everything's like wind burnt. But I had a headache listening to that damn generator. That's one thing I don't like about generators is they're loud, they're noisy. We have a big ass one, so you hear the vibe, you feel the vibration, you hear it, you smell it. You know, it's annoying, but Oh yeah, Ruth, that's why you never did it. You just got to do it in your shower, and that's it. Oh hey, Rudy. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thank God is right. I prayed a lot for my house, for the house, for my family, for my mom and dad, and my sister. Almost her flight almost got canceled. They left in the morning of the storm. She went away for the weekend with her best friend and had the time of her life. She brought me back this shirt, Celtic shirt, world champs. She brought me back like pure shirts, hats. She's like, "Thank you for taking care of my kids and my house." That was the first girl trip I've ever been on in my life. 'Cause after all these years, she couldn't go away with her friends because he was such a narcissistic control freak, and he didn't want to be left alone without her. He had to have her in his scope, in his sight. So my sister, after all these years, finally got to go away with her best friend and her sister. And they went to Boston for the weekend and went on a girls' trip. And then she said she had the time of her life. And she was like, "Are you mad at me because I'm going away during the hurricane?" I'm like, "No, I'd rather you go. I'd get a break from you, so it's great." And she was like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Yeah. I said, "If you go away for a weekend, it's gonna be a blessing. That means I don't have to listen to you and deal with you during the hurricane." Oh my god, oh my god. I go away. Yeah. It was nice and peaceful this weekend. She was laughing her ass off. Well, not really. Diamond doesn't miss nobody. She only loves me like that. If I went away, she'd be devastated. But she's right here. When my sister came back from the airport, she went right to my sister. She smelled her, licked her, jumped around, and she came right over to me. And that's because my dog she's always around. She's my shadow. She doesn't care about nobody else but me. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, the nephew stayed with me. Yeah, she went away by herself with her best friend for the weekend. Yeah, she's gonna finally live, Jocelyn. Yeah, and that's what she said. She's free like a bird, you know. So I'm happy for my sister. She's living her best life now, you know. It's nice. I mean, it's nice to see her like so happy. Oh, there's my dog. There you go. She's gonna go in her bed. She was such a good girl. She was so. My dog was wonderful. The kids were good. My nephews were happy. The hurricane's gone. I'm just cleaning up still. I've been doing a lot of work. I've been busting my ass every day. But my sister was so happy. She went on the trip. She was calling us every night, saying how happy she was, buying us. She bought me so much shit. Oh my god! Because I was taking care of the boys, and I had to deal with the hurricane, and I had to deal with the house all by myself with the boys. The boys helped me out a lot. The youngest one, he's like my best friend too. Like, you know, me and him are always together. The oldest one, he's a dickhead, but you know, he's lazy. He doesn't want to do anything. But he did help here and there. But yeah. The youngest one, he helped me do everything. He helped me clean, he helped me do the food. He was always like helping with the hurricane stuff. He was cool. The oldest one, he's like a bump on a log. You have to like pretty much like fuck him off to do something. I can't be bothered with him. But yeah, everybody was good though. We had a good time. Even though the hurricane was, you know, annoying, we still had a good time. Though. We had fun. We played games. I have a closed-in porch, so we had the barbecue gun and stuff like that. So it was fun. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetheart? How you doing? So yeah, even though you know the hurricane was Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday half a day it was still rainy and windy. So it lasts 2 days straight, from Friday night to Sunday afternoon. It was still shitty, rainy, and we got a lot of rain, a lot of tree damage and things like that. But you know, it's all good. Finally got my power back yesterday, so everything's good. Yeah, that's sad, back. I can't believe they did that shit. People are fucking irritated. Hey, Anne Marie, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm on this early, to tell everybody that I got my power back yesterday. My brother got his power back last night, and I'm okay now. I'm good. Everything's back to normal. Everything's back to normal now. So I'll be back on tonight. Like probably another 3 hours. I'll be back on. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, Becca. That's something that I can't stand. Years ago, someone hacked my credit card and charged like $1,000 something to it, but I didn't pay for it because they hacked it. So it wasn't me. But it's very annoying though to get hacked. A lot of people get hacked on social media, like on their accounts, and people like redo. I have a friend of mine. Someone hacked her mom's. Her mom has passed away, and somebody hacked the account, took her photos, and acted like they were still like they were them. Like the person's passed away, and you're acting like you're this person. Like that's fucking retarded. People are so mean and so nasty. Like, yeah. Some people like they just like are just mental. So thanks, Rudy, for the super chat. Yeah, a lot of people have been hacked on Facebook. Sometimes people will say This isn't me, everybody. Somebody hacked my account. So if this person adds you or says anything, it's not me. I don't know. I've only been like credit card hacked and shit like that. I think I got hacked on Facebook a while ago, but my Instagram, somebody tried to hack it and acted like there was another Mark Terror. They had my picture and everything, and people were calling me like, this person said they were you and wanted me to get a reading and said they were seeing. I was like, no, you know me, I don't call nobody. I never message you. That was like probably like 3 years ago. People were calling me like, hey Mark, is this you? I'm like, no, that ain't me. I never call you. I'll never text you. I'll never email you. And I'll never tell you, hey, your grandmother in spirit woke me up out of my sleep. You need to get a reading right now. I'm not that type of person. I'll never do that shit. I would never contact you and tell you you need a reading from me. It's not gonna happen. So if you get somebody that's me, it's not me. That wants to be me, it's not me. I'll never do that. Never ever. Hell no. I want spirit leave me the fuck alone when I'm sleeping. Better leave me alone. But I'm gonna tell you guys a story about spirit though. How amazing God and spirit is at sometimes. Like they would do things. They would do things to make sure you don't get hurt. And the more people that die that you know, the more protection and the more of a spiritual army you have. So as you get old, I feel you're more and more and more protected by the people that pass away. And I'll tell you why I say that. During the hurricane, my parents' house had a leak in the kitchen, and it was coming through the ceiling. But the roof must have had like a because the rain was so much, and the wind was so brutal that it rained the whole time. It was nonstop rain. We got like 7 point something inches within a day. So my parents' house, it's old. So there was a section of the old section of the house that had a crack where the kitchen was, and my mom said that she had to have a bucket and it was dripping. It wasn't like gushing, but it was just dripping. So that ceiling got wet. And I told my mom and dad, look, I'll come there on Monday when it's a good day because it's still raining on Sunday. So Monday I'll go there and fix the crack. Well, guess what? On Monday afternoon, they ate their dinner at the dinner table. And then my dad got up. My mom was washing the dishes. So after my mom was washing the dishes, she sat down for a minute in the kitchen table. And my dad said, hey, look, come here. Let's watch the Portuguese news just came on. So my mom's like, okay, I'm coming now. Usually my mom would say, I'm going to do more things. I ain't going to watch it. So that day, she said, okay, I'll watch it. So as soon as she sat down on the couch, the ceiling fell. Boom. Like a big piece, like a 4-foot piece. It hit the fan and it didn't break anything. The piece fell, it hit the fan, and the fan was on. So the fan diverted it to the ground. And it was right in front of the right in front of the refrigerator. So how the fuck did that happen? You know why? Because spirit was there. God was there and made sure that they didn't get injured. If that piece fell on my mom's head, it could have killed her or seriously like split her head open or fucking knocked her the fuck up. So right after my mom left that kitchen, that fucking ceiling fell. Like a piece of it, like a big piece, like a 4-foot piece fell. Boom. And it didn't break anything. And when my mom called me, she was crying. Mark, come here. This is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I had just got a shower. I had just got home. And I'm like, fuck, man. And she's like, Mark, the ceiling fell. Oh my God. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So my brother was already there because she had called my brother because he lives 2 minutes away. Thank God he was there because he helped. So when I got there, I had to take the rest of the ceiling that was falling down. It was all wet. It was all fucked up. But how much of a miracle that is. Literally a minute later, that ceiling fell. Just imagine if they were bad people and someone like spirit wanted to get them, or God wanted them to get karma, and that thing fell on them while they were eating their food and split their fucking head open and killed them or something, or just knocked them the fuck up. Yeah, can you believe? Can you see what I'm trying to say? It's like that ceiling fell because it was all wet. It was light. It's life. It happens. There's nothing I could have done anything about it. Mother Nature destroys shit. But look how crazy that is. Like, she literally, if she didn't move when she did, that thing would have hit her in her head. So I got my friend to come there next week. Him and I are gonna fix it. But I already fixed the crack yesterday because it was a beautiful day yesterday. So I said to my parents, I have to do that crack on a really nice day so it dries, and because we've had showers on and off. But yeah, my parents are okay though. They're just mad that But see, they're not gonna pay for the damage. I'm gonna fix it myself, so they're not gonna have to pay for anything, and I'm gonna pay my friend to help me to plaster it and to fix it, which will be like about 2 hours or something. Yeah, this just happened on Monday night. Yep, Monday night it fell down. Right after the hurricane. The hurricane left Sunday morning. And I didn't have a chance to go fix the crack because it was raining all the time. So I fixed it yesterday. I fixed the crack on the roof before, because we've had rain right up until Sunday night. Well, that's the thing. I fixed the crack. It's done. Yeah. So it's not going to leak no more. I guarantee you that. But yeah, so they don't have to pay for anything. I paid for the materials and stuff, and they're all paranoid. Oh, we have to pay for this. I said, Mom, you don't have to pay for anything. It's fine. I'm gonna fix it. I have all the things at home. So it's cool. It's the ceiling. Like, how you have, like, here we have the roof, and then this, the roof is above the ceiling. So now you can see like the roof. You can't see outside, you know what I mean? But like there's a roof there with boards. So the ceiling, it's like a piece. I'll show you guys. Look, I'll show you guys on my phone. It's like an 8-foot piece. It's not the whole ceiling. It's just a piece. It's not a major job to do. I can do it in a couple hours. It ain't no big deal. To me, it's light work. Been there, done that. I'll see if I can get you guys like a piece of it. See, look, that's the ceiling right there. See how it's like the fan's there and the piece is gone? Like, see how you see the wood that you nail the drywall to? That whole piece came down. And the dinner table is right below that fan. And the fan was spinning the opposite direction. So, yeah, thank God it did. Because if it would have crashed down like on the table, it would have fucked the table up. And this is the roof where I fixed the crack. It's a big ass crack, see? That's the roof, and I fixed the crack. It was a long ass, like maybe 8-foot long crack that I fixed. So it's all fixed, all ready to go. And this is Diamond chilling out on the tile. Yeah. Oh, look, Hermana, look. My sister got a flamingo toy for my dog. I told her, get the flamingo. She got a flamingo toy for my dog. See how it's got like the legs are ropes? I meant to show you. I was going to send it to you. I totally forgot. I'm looking through my pictures. I'm like, oh shit, the flamingo. So yeah, my sister brought that back from her trip. She loves it. She was all banging it around and shit. I got to show Marley when she comes out later on. So yeah. Hey Antigone, how you doing? I can swear all I want. It's my channel, damn it. All right. I haven't been on much because of the hurricane and the power and internet and all that shit. So I'm back online now. All right. So Rudy, you said you want a general reading of what's coming up in the next 60 days. All right, cool. I'll give you that. No problem. I'll be back on later on tonight too. I gotta go make dinner in about another couple minutes too. I'm having tuna casserole tonight. I can actually make food. I went and did groceries. The power came back on yesterday, so I can actually finally make food. And I had the generator, but it's not the same like when you have full power. Now I'm not hungry. Yeah, as soon as you came in here, Antigone, I lost my appetite. Can I cook? I can cook better than anybody in this room. Actually, no, that's a lie. Hermana, Ilda can probably cook better than me. She's got more experience. There's a lot of people in here that can cook. I'm sure. Women are great chefs. Men are the best chefs, but that's my opinion. I can cook. Yes, I can. I can definitely cook. Becca only knows how to make the recipe on how to make ice. She puts it in the tray and that's it. Yeah, I know, Hermione. I'm just playing around. I know that you know how to cook. That's for sure. I know you the bestest. I know a lot of people in here can cook. Virgo can cook too. Right, Virgo? Oh, you people like your tamales and your tacos and all that nice food, spices and shit. Yeah, I want fish and lobster and steak. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, of course you can cook hot dogs. It would be something to do with D, or it looks like one. I like doing barbecue things. I'm making tuna casserole tonight, like I said. So I'm gonna go make that. I'm gonna go boil the pasta and see when you boil pasta, when you boil pasta, you're supposed to put like some chicken broth in there, right? In the water. Put some chicken broth in there, and the chicken broth makes the pasta taste better. Like it doesn't make it taste plain. You got to put like some chicken broth in there so it gives the flavor to the pasta. Then you put the tuna afterwards. You put the tuna. You put the I put cheddar cheese in there, mozzarella, some seasoning, salt and pepper, things like that. And then I top it off with mozzarella slices and a little bit of breadcrumbs. Mwah. Yeah, I'll post it up later on my Instagram. I'll post it up. And I make garlic bread too. And I have like a piece of garlic bread on the side. My mom showed me how to make it. I'm making it tonight for me, my sister, and my nephews. Okay, so Rudy, I got some good news. So keep your spirit saying here to keep your hopes up. Don't feel like you're let down. I still see a woman here helping you. I always get that. I always get a woman helping you. This woman could be spirit and in real life. I know you said the woman was helping you. So she's trying to get things balanced. The good news is you're going to get the money that you need. I got Ace of Pentacles. So your finances are going to get better. With the Ace of Pentacles here, it just tells me that you're going to get prosperity. Things are going to start to work out to be perfect. But this is not going to happen until like next month probably. So next month, around it, like a month's time, things are going to get better, right? The combination of material things, you getting material things, and your spirituality and praying and being hopeful and faithful, that's going to be like better. Work is going to probably annoy you in the next 2 months. You might feel lazy. You might feel drained. You might feel like delusional at times. Like, fuck, all this shit I do and I still don't get what I want. So like, try not to think like that. Try not to think of all the negative things. And I always tell you that all the time. And it's coming up again, So work could be very annoying for you in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, I mean. But Spirit wants you to like be fair, be reasonable. find the balance that you need to find. Like, don't overdo it. Don't think that because you work night and day that you're going to solve your problems. It don't work that way. Yeah. Take the advice that you're getting from your intuition, and just put good intentions out there, and you'll, whatever you like, spirit knows you mean well. You're a good mother, you're a good worker, you're a good person. You're not an evil person, you're not a bad person, right? So keep telling yourself that. Don't think that because you can't provide or you can't do certain things that you're a bad person. It's a way of life. We all have to learn from our mistakes and learn how to make our lives better. Yeah. But this Ace of Pentacles is a card I've never gotten for you. And I know that you need that. So the Ace of Pentacles is like the hand of God giving you what you need when you need it. So you could be getting financial aid, financial help, some financial like help from someone. Like God's going to send somebody to you. Obviously money don't grow on trees and things like that, but I wish it did. But somebody's going to help you. You're going to get what you need, even if you help yourself. So when I get this card, it just means that it's a combination of getting what you asked for, getting what you prayed for, getting what you've like earned. You know what I mean? Like, and God like saying, okay, here it is. Now what are you going to do with it? Are you going to fuck up now? Or because you got this money now, don't mean you can slack off and just say, fuck it, I have what I need. Yeah. So that's what they're trying to say here. Or because you're going to get what you want in the next 2 months, help financially or getting more money, doesn't mean that you're going to go out there and buy a Louis Vuitton bag that you don't need. I know you're not going to do that, but I'm just making the example. Yeah. So it's also, Spirit's also saying that work is going to make you feel like lonely, or like having like these thoughts like, fuck man, all I do is work all day and all fucking night. This is bullshit. Like, don't think that because you're working all the time that it's the worst thing in the world, like, because it's not. Look, I was shuffling and Ace of Pentacles came out again. So you can already take pop-outs, but yeah, I can see that in the cards. Yeah. So even though you're going to get some things that are good, there's also going to be the bad, like I'm getting that you're going to go through these experiences and you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel like you can't get ahead. You're going to have those like, those annoying things, Yeah, 10 for 10. But like try not to be too kind and like like you gotta, like there's a saying that I say, like exercise your generosity. And what I mean by that is if they're mean at work, don't be mean back. Just be like, just kill them with kindness and just keep being the normal person that you are. Don't take their energy literally. Like don't think that they're mean and like fuck them or whatever. Like just say, you know what? You're a piece of shit and I know it in my mind, but I'm still going to work because I need money. I need this job and I know my life is going to get better. You're just a miserable fuck that's mean all day at work. So like, obviously don't take abuse, and I don't see you taking abuse here, but it's messing with your like your mentality and your energy. So don't let it do that. Like, I gotta remember to drink water. Fuck, I talk too much. So I miss you guys. But I'll be back though. I gotta make my tuna casserole and I'll be back. Yeah, that's the advice that I give everybody because that's what I've lived. The advice I give is the advice, the life I live. And sometimes like we have to just understand that nothing's going to be perfect. No job is perfect. No, nothing is perfect. So we just have to live like, but a lot of, like I know you have these setbacks and I know you have like these complete and sudden changes that are happening. I know that you feel like you're punishing yourself. You might not be happy with the things that you're dealing with, but you have to realize your goal. Your goal is to get better, and that's what you have to do. You can't be timid. You can't be vulnerable. You can't be frail. You can't look like you're losing. You know. Okay, Antigone, no problem. No problem, Tanya. It's all good. You know, that's what we're here for, to uplift each other and be good. But Rudy, like I'll tell you this. Don't make the same mistakes you've been making all these years. And you know you've made some mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Don't make those mistakes again. Don't fall back into that trap in your mind. And I'm not saying you're making mistakes like with certain things. Like you're making the mistake of not manipulating your mind to look at the bigger picture. You got me? You're still here. I've heard you say for the whole year, this, that. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm being kicked out of my place. I don't know where I'm gonna live. And you're still here. You're still ticking. You're still going. And that's telling you something. That tells me something. That you're still good. But you can't let those people around you that physically see you say, I can't physically see you. I just see you, know you on here. But the people that are in your real life, you can't let them manipulate your energy and get into your energy and in your head. You can't do that, because if you do, you're gonna fuck yourself. You got me? So in the next 2 months, it's going to get better, and it has gotten better. You got a second job, things. I've been telling you this all this time. It's gonna get better, but not every category and not every thing in your life is going to get better, But now I see finance is getting better. But that Ace of Pentacles twice I got there, that tells me that you're always gonna have enough money in the next 2 months. You're gonna have enough money. You're gonna have enough resources. You're gonna have enough spiritual power. You're gonna have enough to get what you need in the next 2 months. That Ace of Pentacles guarantees, to me, it guarantees that you'll be okay to get what you need. Because that card doesn't say, the Ace of Pentacles to me, and when I read it, like I said, it's a pentacle, a big ass pentacle with a hand from the clouds, means that Spirit and God's always gonna find a way to provide for you. And that's what Spirit does for me. Whenever in the last 16 years, my business hasn't always been, the great, and nobody's is. We all go through bullshit, especially the past 4 years with COVID, right? So there's been years in 2007, 2008, I started during a recession, and that was probably my best year. And people said, oh my God, you're starting during a recession, the world's going to end. And then in 2014 and 2015 was probably my worst years with business. I was like, what the hell's going on? Nobody's calling me for work. I'm not getting that much work, but I worked on myself. Instead of having a lot of work, God said, no, I'm not going to give you no work. You got enough. Now you got to work on yourself. That was the years where I lost a lot of weight. I worked on my personal life. I got my shit sorted out. I was doing a lot of personal things, helping my family, helping myself, getting myself healthier, better. So God has a plan. He puts all those things. Sometimes you're not always gonna be busy and full of work. He's gonna put you on a restricted minutes, and say, no, you gotta work on yourself, bro. I ain't giving you no work. Fuck you. You're good, And that's exactly what happened to me those 2 years. And then in 2020, it was COVID. So a lot of people fell apart. But not me. It was perfect because I came on here and made money. I came on here and had everybody on here with me. So I couldn't go to your house because of COVID, but I stayed here online and made money. And 2 years before that, that's when I started my channel. So God already, put me to be something I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be a psychic online. I didn't want that shit. But I was pushed towards this because he had a plan for me in 2 years' time. See, that's how you got to look at it. You always got to look at everything being a reality check, for you. All right, Virgo, I'll be back later. You too. Yeah, Hermana, it's life. You know, people go through a lot of bad things, and it's just the way it is. Like, you know, you when you go through hard times, it's a lesson for you to learn. You know, and when you get that lesson, don't sit there depressed and why me and God don't love me and I don't have this. No, that's the time where you say, God's put me here for a reason. I need a reality check. I need to work on me. I need to find another way. He's got to put something's got to happen here. Something's got to give. That's how you got to look at it. Don't look at it negative. Because if you look at it in a negative way, the devil takes over. You see what I'm saying? The devil's waiting for you to get depressed so he can get in your head at night. And God's going to be like, see, they don't have no faith in me because nothing's happening. They only know, people only know God in convenience. When things go well, oh, thank you, Jesus. When you get your power back going after a hurricane, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I got my power back. But before the power came on, fuck these people. I can't believe I ain't got my electricity. Ah. The whole time, all I prayed for was for us to be safe. And that's it. I don't give a fuck about no electricity. I don't give a fuck about no internet. Yeah, it's nice, but I don't care. I want my health and my safety first. During a hurricane, I don't give a shit. I know I'm gonna lose power. That's inevitable. And when it comes back, I'll say thank you, God, anyway. But before then, I'll be like, look, God, thanks for that generator. Thanks for that generator, and thanks for it not malfunctioning during the retrograde. Thank you, Jesus. And you know, I'll tell you another. Before I go, I gotta tell you one more story. I'll save some for later. Yeah, see that at age 6, you were doing that, hustling. Before I go, I got another miracle story. So I had a generator. So I cooked on the barbecue. I cooked. See, my generator is a propane generator. So we have a big ass tank, right? A 90-gallon propane gas tank, and it runs the generator for 3.5 days, sometimes 4 days, depending on what you use. But it runs the whole house. Like we had our AC is on, the fridge was on. I stocked up on food before the hurricane came. So I used the barbecue every night. So I have a barbecue on the porch, and the porch is all closed in with the hurricane stuff. I should have took pictures and showed you guys, but I had the barbecue is in the closed in area, and it's just a little piece there so the smoke and everything can go out, right? So I barbecued chicken the first night of the hurricane. The second night I did hamburgers and hot dogs. The third night I made pizza. We had pizza. And then Monday we had takeout. And yesterday I made chicken in the oven. And then today I'm going to make tuna casserole. But during the hurricane, I used the barbecue so I don't use the propane for the generator. Because if I use the oven inside, then I'm gonna take more propane. But let me tell you the story, what happened. So because it's the hurricane, a lot of people need that propane because they need it for their house, their business, their generators, right? So I know the guy that works there, you know, he's a friend of mine. But I didn't call him and bother him and tell him, hey, look, I'm almost finished the fuel. Please bring it to me. I'm not like that. God has a plan. So on Monday morning, the propane needle was on 10. So I knew there was only about maybe 6 hours left for that generator to run, and we didn't have no power yet. So my sister called the guy and said, hey, look, we're running out of propane. I know you guys are busy. Can you please get to us today because we're running low and we still don't have power? She goes, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Just tell Mark we're coming and we'll be there later before lunch. So at 11 o'clock, my friend shows up. He plugs in the gas thing to give us fuel, the propane, and it said 4%. So he says in another couple minutes, you would have lost the generator because the propane would have been gone. So he came at the right time, right on time, and he filled it up and the generator kept running. An hour later at lunchtime, the generator shut down and the electricity came on because we have a transfer switch. So what it is when you lose power, the generator comes on. When you gain power, it signals to the switch, hey, we got power, so the generator turns off. So look how God and look how Spirit made that happen for me. You see what I mean? That's how I look at it. That there is no other thinking that I have. When that happened, the first thing I said was, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you guys coming and helping my family. Because it's not just for me. It's for my family. You know, it's for everybody that lives here. So I picked up my sister from the airport on Monday at 11 o'clock, right? And then there was no power. We had no power on Monday. And yesterday, the power came back on at 12 o'clock. And we got fuel at 11. And we got power back at 12. Then the power went back off again at 12:30 and came back on at 1 o'clock because they had to adjust something. But if the generator didn't have fuel, it wouldn't work. And it was 4% when we got the generator, the gas tube filled up. See how it all works? This is what I try to tell people, that if you're a good person, you have faith in God, you have faith in Spirit, the people that have died that you know and you love, they're there willing to make things happen for you. But you have to believe that they're going to do it. And I always believe that they're going to have my back. And they did. And on Monday morning, I took my car in for a service. I'll tell you one more story before I got to go, because I have to go. Check this out. Monday morning, I went at 8 o'clock to take my car. But I didn't want to bother my dad because he's 80 years old. I didn't want to bother him to come get me. And my sister wasn't here. And I had no way of getting back home. So I was just going to take a taxi and come back home. It's only a couple minutes. It's only $20. So as I was driving, there's a stop sign to go left to go to the mechanic place. And on the right, there was a lay-by where the buses go. And there was a taxi right there. And the guy was sitting there in his taxi. And I was at the stop sign and I said, excuse me, sir. Hello, hello. And he's like, yes. He wound down his window. He goes, yeah, can I help you? I said, hey, I'm going to the mechanic shop right across here to leave my car. Can you come pick me up and take me home? He goes, oh, yeah, sure. I don't have nothing to do right now. I'm waiting for an hour to go to the hospital to go pick up somebody. So I'm here free. I said, okay, so can you take me down the road 10 minutes? He's like, yeah, sure. So I thought he was bullshitting. I thought maybe he was like, yeah, fuck this guy. Hey, as soon as I came out the door and I dropped off my car, I came outside and the taxi was coming up. And I said, hey, man, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. He picked me up and took me home. How the fuck do you explain things like that? You see what I'm saying? That guy was randomly there, meant for me to pick me up and take me home. See how life is when you're a good person and you do good shit for people? This is how life works. That's why I tell people, don't be fucked up, because fucked up shit's gonna happen to you. Karma's a bitch, and what goes around comes around. But when you do good shit for people, that's why God and Spirit put these things in place for you to get you to where you need to go. And that's a fact. And believe me, all these stories I tell you because belief is everything. That's what happens. When you're a good person and you believe in God and you believe in Spirit, those things all line up for you. On that note, I love you guys and I'll be back, okay? I talk too damn much because I haven't seen you guys in a while. I got to go make tuna casserole because everybody's coming home at 9, so I have an hour to make it. So I got to go. But I'll be back. In 2 hours, I'll be back. All right? And I'll tell you more stories. I got more. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you later. It's good seeing you. Good seeing the people that I haven't seen in a while. I will be back in like 2 hours, all right? I'll see you guys. And thanks for the support, donations, and all that. Everybody shouting out to me during the hurricane. I appreciate you guys checking up on me. Mwah. Love you guys.